One morning I was playing with my daughter, and I noticed something interesting about the balloons that I was seeing all around us. She had a water balloon, she had a helium balloon, she had a hot air balloon on the TV screen, and a deflated balloon, and just a normal latex rubber balloon filled with air. And as I looked at all these different balloons, a thought hit me, and I began to ponder on it and meditate on it, and the Lord began to unlock something for me in a revelation form that allowed me to see the importance of what is in you and me, the importance of what we allow in, and the importance of guarding our hearts and minds from impartation and from anything that would try to come in and taint and hinder His light from flowing through. A balloon is elastic. It will stretch to accommodate whatever you'll fill it with. Metal ball bearings inside of a elastic balloon. It takes on the shape and the weight of it. You can see through the balloon itself that there's ball bearings inside of it. The shape of it, the weight of it. If this were to fall into water, it would sink. It takes on the sound of it, the clinking of it, the moving parts inside of it. It is now part of it. A water balloon. It will adapt and adjust to whatever hands it's in. It'll conform to whatever vessel you put it in. It'll squeeze and tighten to fit that shape and mold to that shape. A helium balloon will expand and not conform. It'll remain tight, and the molecule inside of it will cause it to rise above because it is lighter than everything around it. A balloon filled with oxygen will stay. It will be pulled down by gravity because it has in it what it is surrounded by. And everything that is surrounded by the weight of itself will cause it to be pulled back by gravity to this earth. Balloons being filled with materials, they will float, they will sink, they will rise and take on the properties of whatever's inside of it. And what is inside of it matters. In the same way, what is inside of us matters. If we are filled with doubt and sin and evil and darkness, then the things will pull us back to this earth. Things that the earth displays, the earth gives off, and those that are in it and of it, we will be a part of it as well. The Bible tells us to guard our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. The heart is despicably wicked above all else, and it always leadeth astray if it is not in God's hands. It'll lead it to a desire that doesn't please Him, doesn't resemble Him, and doesn't operate in a loving way. We have to guard our minds, because as a man thinks, so is he. And when we get into agreement in our hearts and receive thoughts in our minds, we begin to walk those out. And what we receive is important. What is in you matters. And you will either be conformed or transformed by what is written inside of you. And what is written inside of you is something that can come through having an open heart to a situation, an individual, a television show, a news channel, and a video that you watch, generationally, something being there. There's all kinds of ways that the enemy uses to impart things. But the Lord is writing us in our hearts and desires us to be filled with that which is right and holy and righteous and true. And the world is filled with all these things: the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, sin, envy, strife, murdering, all forms of darkness and all forms of evil. And we were all born into these things. We were born in sin and shaped in iniquity. And we need a new way of operating and a new way of living. We need a heart change. We need the Lord to change our very nature of how we live, to lay aside and let go of those weights, deflate and give no place to, and completely dissolve these ways that we used to operate, and receive the newness of life, receive the patience, the joy, the grace, the hope, the love, the faith, the peace, and the light that He has illuminated our lives with, to receive it with gladness and with thanksgiving what He has done, and to operate in it, to have it written on our hearts, to have it written into us in place of those old ways, and to throw away those old things and to walk in the newness of life with Him. That way that we used to operate in darkness, we are now filled with His light, and everything we do is an illumination of that light. And we get to be displayed and to be that light and filled with it for everything we do and everywhere we go, and operate in His love, His faith, His peace, His truth, and in His light. What is in you matters. Let it be what is good, what is righteous, what is true, what is holy, to think on these things, and to give no place to any of the other things. Let that mind that was in Christ Jesus be also in you, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.